Welcome back again. I hope all of you are fit and fine, hale and hearty. So, before I start this video today, I just want to convey a message, and it is because I've been receiving comments wherein people are asking that how I was able to achieve this much of confidence and how I became so fluent. So, the answer to this from my side is just practice. Practice makes a man perfect, and indeed, this is a very true statement. Whosoever has given this statement to us, but it is actually very true that practice makes a man perfect. And confidence is something that you can achieve. You cannot achieve overnight, but yes, you can definitely achieve only if you are patient enough to deal with your confidence issues, and only if you are patient enough to learn more and more each and every passing day. So, here is my key to becoming so confident, and I hope that this even helps all of you. And with this, on this note, I want to start today's topic, and it is about self introduction. So, in self introduction, I will be telling you about some key points that you should mention. But before I tell about those things, I want to tell that this video is specifically for freshers, for students like who are appearing for job interviews or placements. Basically, it's for graduates or undergraduates or students who've just completed 12th but they need to appear for some or the other kind of job. So here I would like to tell you about how to introduce yourself. Now, before I talk about the real things, how one should introduce himself or herself, there are some important things. First of all, your introduction should be in a sequence. Like whatever you are telling to the interviewer, it should be in a chronological order. I have heard so many people saying, my name is so and so, and then they directly jump onto their hobbies, which is a wrong thing to do. It is a big no. You should never do that. Your introduction has to be in a sequence, and here is the sequence. First, you always greet the other person, whosoever is asking you for your introduction. Then secondly, you should definitely mention your name, because without mentioning your name, that introduction is incomplete. Then, and it makes no sense at all. The second thing that you can mention is your age, but age here is optional. If you want to mention your age, then definitely you can do so. But if you don't want, then that is completely your choice. It's completely optional here. Then you need to talk about the place where you belong to. So place is something that you should include in your introduction. So place you should mention. Then you need to talk about your qualifications. Qualifications is something that a person has done, kind of a degree that you have, or whatever you have studied during your school or college years, that comes under qualification part. Then you can definitely talk about your family, and followed by which you're going to talk about your hobbies. So hobbies is actually the least preferred thing when you are introducing yourself. So it is something that you should mention only towards the end of your introduction. And in some of the cases, even it is said that sometimes you should not mention, you should not come up till your hobbies. You should let the other person ask you such kind of questions. But nevertheless, I've told you what the right sequence of introducing yourself is. Now, here, this is going to be a very basic introduction, but yes, I will be telling about the advanced level of introduction. This is for those people who are quite hesitant enough whenever it comes to speaking about themselves. So, this is for those people, but yes, I will be coming up with another self introduction video where I'll use some advanced level of vocabulary or maybe grammar or sentences and phrases. Okay, so whenever you greet yourself, the basic thing that you should be saying is good morning, good evening, or good afternoon to the other person when you are in a very official and formal kind of a setup. When the other person is taking your interview just to hire you for a job. So there you should always say good morning, good evening, or good afternoon. Hello and hi is something that is considered informal and that may not leave a good impression on the interviewer. So please avoid saying that. After that, you should always mention your name. You should say my name is or I am. Now my name is more formal way than saying I am. You can say I am, that is grammatically correct, and that you should include in your introduction. But I am is something that you say to a person who is not in so much of a formal setup with you. So here you can say, my name is so and so. For example, I would say, good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, sir. My name is Ayushi Negi. Here you should mention your full name if you are sitting in an interview. So this whole thing is going to be regarding the interview only. My age is 24 years old, or I am 24 years old. I was born and raised in Uttarakhand, wherein my current location is Dehradun. So you can talk about your current location, and you can also say if you are originally from some other place and you're residing in some other place. So you can definitely say that originally I am from Uttarakhand, or I am originally from Uttarakhand, but my current location is Delhi or any other place. Then after that, you can talk about your qualifications. So I am a graduate, or I'm a postgraduate, and I hold a degree, or I have a degree in commerce. And then you need to talk about your family. So I have a small family. Or else you can say, now for this specific statement, I would like to say that because we are discussing this kind of a thing in 2023, it's 2023, the year. So I would like to say that try to avoid using some cliche words. Cliche means the words that we've been hearing or using over the years. So you can definitely say I have a nuclear family instead of I have a small family. So I have a nuclear family, there are 4 members in my family, and then you can elaborate a bit about your family. But in case if you belong to a joint family and there are too many members in your family, or more than 4 or 5, then I would say that you just mention that you live in a joint family or it's a big family. Then is the thing that is very interesting to mention in an introduction, and that is your hobbies. Now hobbies is something that a person you can easily attract somebody if you talk about your hobbies. So you can definitely say that talking about my hobbies, I am very passionate and I am really very interested in painting, and I really like to listen to soft music as well whenever I get time, and it is my hobby as well, and I like to sing songs too. So this is how you can talk about your hobbies. And towards the end, I've always heard people smiling, they don't know how to end their introduction. But here is a very simple line that you can mention after your introduction is done. You can say, that's all about me. Now, to put it into a sequence and to present how to say about yourself, I will be giving you a sample. So here is this. Morning, sir. My name is Ayushi and I'm 24 years old. I am originally from Uttarakhand and I reside in the capital city, which is Dehradun. Now, moving on to my qualifications, I am a postgraduate and I hold a degree in commerce with a specialization in finance. Talking about my family, it is a nuclear family and there are 4 members in my family. And I love my family a lot. And then moving on to my hobbies, I really like to listen to soft music and I often sing soft songs as well. And thank you. That's all about me. And so that is how you introduce yourself in a formal setup, or else if you are sitting for an interview. Now, as I already mentioned earlier, that I have made this video specifically for those students who are freshers as well as who have problem when it comes to communicating in English, and specifically when it comes to their own self introduction. So I hope that I was able to clear most of their doubts, and if you have any queries, any questions, you can definitely ask me and comment me on my channel, and please let me know if you have any other queries. Although I will be shooting another Hindi version for this video, so that in that video also I'm able to clear most of the things and the same things as well. So till then, stay tuned and please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon for other latest updates, and do like and share my videos. And thank you. That's all.